But the whole story behind hot chicken comes from someone cheating on their spouse.
Okay.
So the legend is that this woman found out that her husband was cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she made his favorite dish, which was fried chicken. And she took some of the oil that she fried the chicken in, put it into a bowl, and then just put copious amounts of cayenne, black pepper, white pepper, made like a slurry.
Mm-hmm.
Took the chicken out of the fryer and then dipped it into this oil slurry. And now that in your mind, you're like, okay, if you take crispy hot chicken and you dip it into a liquid, it should get soggy.
Right.
But you're dipping it into oil. There's no water in that oil.
Okay.
So without water, you're not going to get soggy.
Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of Sounds of Health and our What's for Dinner episode. I'm your host, Dave MacNiven, and our guest today has been providing excellent answers to that question for many, many years. Jason Sobocinski, the president and co-founder of Haven Hot Chicken. If you're here for Jason, please be sure to like and subscribe to Sounds of Health, where every week we uncover inspiring stories, highlight incredible people, and share valuable resources to help you boost your physical, emotional, and financial well-being. Jason, welcome to Sounds of Health.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I know how busy you are, so I appreciate you taking some time to talk to us and our audience about all the amazing things that you're doing.
Love a good podcast.
Nice. That's great. So we usually start with just kind of what your background is. So before we get into all of the things that you're doing now, how did you start out? What was the journey like to get to where you are today?
How much time do we have?
Well, as much time as you want to give us.
I don't have didn't have a very clear path, and I continue to not have one.
Nice.
But I've always been in love with food.
Yeah.
I've always been in love with storytelling. And I think that I brought those two things together, sort of the story of food, really successfully. After I went to Providence College. I sort of majored in film and marketing.
Really? Okay.
I was doing it all.
Yeah.
And then did a bunch of travel. And then I went and worked in kitchens. Couldn't find like a desk job that really worked for me.
Yeah.
I ended up doing some backpacking, and then
Backpacking where?
Australia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I always wanted to go to Australia.
It's warm there.
Yeah,
It's even during their winter.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. I worked in kitchens there, but ultimately I ended up getting a master's degree from Boston University in a gastronomy program. It was started by Jacques Pepin and Julia Childs, and it was nothing really to do with cooking, more about who we are and how the food choices we make define us.
Oh, wow.
Culturally and anthropologically.
Yeah.
And I was really, really into it. And it got me more into the story behind food. And while living in Boston, I worked at a cheese shop called Formaggio Kitchen. And I kind of got bit by the cheese bug. I like cheese anyway.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like cheese?
Right, seriously.
But that kind of started my path, because when I moved back home, back to New Haven,
Yeah.
and I had to, because my mom's Italian, so I'm half Italian.
Can't
so
go very far.
Can't go too far.
Yeah.
So moved back, and I couldn't find anything like Formaggio Kitchen. So that's when I started my first business, which was Casius.
That's awesome.
And then from there, lots of different offshoots that brought me to where I am today.
So what did you graduate from Providence with? What type of degree?
A Bachelor of Arts.
Okay.
Yes.
So just kind of a basic Bachelor of Arts degree, but you were studying film and marketing?
So a lot of people don't know this, but the comedic duo, the Fairley brothers, they went to PC, and the head of the film department is actually a brother.
Okay.
And I absolutely just love film. I got really excited because we got to see some, pre-opening films of the Fairley brothers when I was there.
Nice.
Something About Mary, like all these like silly
awesome.
comedies and stuff. And I really love film, and so I just got into doing film. It was a minor, and then I majored in marketing.
Okay.
Which It's a Bachelor of Arts.
Yeah,
You do everything.
I totally can relate. I mean,
Yeah.
Jason and I are both theater majors, so
Okay.
we went
Yeah.
to school. We got a Bachelor of Arts. We're in theater. Did some acting.
And now
for a
you're doing
while.
podcasts and
Insurance. Yeah,
It
makes
all
complete
fits, right?
sense. Exactly. Yeah.
I have 2 degrees. One's in theater and communication, so it's
There
very
you go.
similar to marketing.
There you
that
go,
type of
yeah.
thing, so yeah, I'm a film head myself as well.
It's a nice thing to build upon.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
I had a very short stint, 12 episodes and 2 specials of The Big Cheese on the Food Network's cooking channel.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Traveled around to different farms, made cheese, and then went to local restaurants and cooked with the cheese.
Oh, wow.
So that was pretty cool.
Was that after you had started Casey's?
It was, yeah.
It was, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So let's see. Where do I want to go from there? So you how long was cooking a part of your life? I know you said your mom's Italian. Were you always somebody that was a cook?
Always cooked.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
always cooked with my grandmother on both sides, Polish side, Italian side. Cooked all the time. Always had the stool in the kitchen. Always was into food, and also just always into entrepreneurism. I love being an entrepreneur, mostly because I'm bad at working for other people.
Yeah.
But the irony is that when you're an entrepreneur, you actually work for everybody.
Of course. Right.
Who's your boss?
Everyone.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's always been something I'm into. I started a soup and bread club when I was a kid
Really?
out of my parents' kitchen, and I would, sell up and down the street. You'd sign up for a week and you'd get like 2 quarts of soup and a loaf of fresh bread.
Wow, that's
And
unbelievable.
So like week 1, I had, like 4 people and then like 10. And then it got up to, I think it was like in the 40 or 50, people range where I would just be baking bread and making soup every day. And
That's
delivering it.
unbelievable. And how old were you?
I think I was like 18
Oh,
when that
wow.
was going on, 17, 18. And my mother was like, okay, that's enough now. This is over.
Yeah.
I'll take my kitchen back.
Did you have more than one kitchen in the house?
No.
Oh, well, okay.
no.
So she really was like, "This is done."
Yeah.
Okay.
No, we're a 1 kitchen household.
Wow, well. Sometimes I know my nanny and grandpa. I have an Italian side as well. They had 2 kitchens. It was split level, so there was a kitchen downstairs.
The basement kitchen.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
Actually, my Italian grandmother had that too.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, they had a 2-car garage that was screened in for parties. The tables would be set in the garage, and the kitchen was right off of that. And then, of course, they had the upstairs kitchen.
I love it.
Yeah, that's so funny. That's amazing. So you, right off the bat, at a young age, felt like entrepreneurship and owning a business was possible. What made you think that? Like, what did your parents do for work?
My dad is a grant writer,
Okay.
mostly nonprofit all his life, and in his 70s and still writes
Really?
grants
That's awesome.
from home. And my mom's done everything from freelance photography. She's been back to school a bunch. She's an occupational therapist. She teaches occupational therapy at Sacred Heart,
Okay.
sometimes Quinnipiac and stuff. So yeah, they've run the gamut of things. I don't know. I really enjoy starting businesses, especially hospitality.
Yeah.
I'm really into hospitality.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it shows with the things that you've done. So let's talk a little bit about what you've done.
Yeah.
So what was the first, other than this soup and bread up and down the street, what was the first business that you started?
I did things like the soup and bread. I did College Pro Painters where I had 3.
I did too.
Did you do
Yeah,
College Pro?
I
I had 3 crews out.
Did you really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
just one of the painters. I wasn't the.
Oh no! I started the cruise, did the whole thing.
That's
and
awesome.
Yeah, it was wild. I don't think I made any money that summer, but
Yeah.
but we worked.
Yeah, for sure.
And then my first official business was Casius Fromagerie Bistro
Okay.
down in New Haven. Moved back home from Boston, from BU, going there, and just started that business while I was still living in my parents' house.
That's awesome. That was really the first like grilled cheese shop that I remember. Like it was, I didn't remember anything like that. And so when you guys opened that place up, it was a huge hit right off the bat, right?
No,
It wasn't?
No, it was the first probably 6 to 8 months were a slog.
Really?
Yeah, we were. I really wanted to open up a cheese shop.
Okay.
But I didn't think it would be successful because New Haven didn't really have like a high-end cheese shop. So I needed a way to get through really expensive cost of goods. Cheese
Sure.
is perishable, right? And 2, introduce people to these fancy, highfalutin, expensive, smelly cheeses
Right.
through a vehicle that is everyone's comfortable with. So
Yeah.
like burgers, mac and cheese, grilled cheese, simple
Right.
things. You know, here's a cheese board with 4 cheeses on it. Let me explain it to you. It took a little time,
Okay.
but then we started rolling and got a good reputation. But the first 6 to 8 months were rough.
Yeah, that's
they,
interesting.
They weren't easy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I had no clue what I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there was that.
I guess it was speaking to me because I really love cheese. So obviously,
Yeah.
like for me, I was like, oh, this place is fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
When we first opened, we didn't even have wine and beer. It was BYOB.
Yeah, I do remember that actually.
And so that also hurt, you know, just people
Yeah.
bringing in their own booze. It wasn't making any money.
Right.
But then once we got that, things started getting better and we were able to do more pairings and more classes and really get out there and,
Yeah.
you know, become part of the community. And that taught me a lot of lessons that I've, you know, taken into the other businesses that I'm part of now.
That's awesome. How much did the master's program that you were in at BU inform what you were doing with Casius?
Casius was actually my master's thesis.
Really?
Because I didn't want to write a paper.
I can understand that.
So I ended up moving back before technically graduating with my degree. And I didn't get my degree for 2 years after.
Oh, wow.
Because what I wanted to do was sort of prove this hypothesis that if you knew more about the food you were eating, and that was our credo there was every cheese has a story.
Yeah.
You told the story of the food, then you would taste it better. And how do you prove that? Like, unless you're
Right.
measuring brainwaves, well, the way to prove it is to run a successful business. Do the thing and have people come back and really enjoy what you provided.
Yeah.
And so I made case for that. And I wrote a much smaller paper. And
Okay.
I sent it in. They were like, well, it's about damn time. And I did get my my certificate.
That's brilliant.
And graduate. Yeah, it was good.
That's awesome. How much of that project was in your head as you're starting the business and running it? Did you have data points you were tracking?
It was literally the reason why I wanted to start a business.
That's really
'Cause
cool.
I didn't want to write the paper. I was like, I'll start a business instead.
That is so cool.
How about
I love that.
Yeah, it worked out.
That's great. That's
And
great.
you know, you can do some very brilliant things when you're trying to get out of doing something.
That's true. It's,
Right?
it's motivational.
It's very
Yeah.
motivational.
Yeah, right. It lights a fire under
Yes,
you for
absolutely.
sure. So what year was that? Was Casius started?
08.
08. Okay. And so where was the path after that? Like what happened with Casius? When did you start the food trucks? Because I also feel like you guys were
The trucks
on the
were-
ground floor of that.
Yeah, the trucks were about 3 years after opening Casius. We did the truck. That's also around the time where I started Mystic Cheese with my partner Brian Civitello, who's a master cheesemaker. Mystic Cheese is still going. We're out in Groton now,
Oh, nice.
making cheese. It's awesome.
That's great.
And what else did we start around then? Yeah, those two basically started. We got the truck because we realized that there was a whole set of people that were sort of excluded from Casius because we were selling $16 massive grilled cheese
Right.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
So at the time, that was expensive. Now you can go to McDonald's and
It's the same thing, right?
$16 won't even get you a full meal.
Right. Exactly.
But we realized we wanted to have something a little bit more accessible and get out on the street.
Yep.
And so, you know, had this whole like, not all of our wheels are made of cheese. And the truck did really well with the Yale undergrads.
Oh, yeah.
And this was back in the
That makes
time where
sense.
you could just go park anywhere you want downtown, set up shop, and start
Yeah.
selling, you know, your wares. Now things are very different.
Yeah.
It's
So many people went into that.
It's very
craze.
regulated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see.
For sure.
I think food trucks bring vibrancy to and walkability to cities. And
Yeah.
I love a good food truck.
Yeah, definitely. Have you ever seen the movie Chef?
No, what movie is that?
So that's
I'm
you
kidding.
have seen it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's the most unrealistic food
Is
truck.
it really?
I mean, you cannot just drive into a random city
Oh, come on,
and
man.
set up shop.
You got to
Like,
suspend your
you will
disbelief.
get no. I mean, I've actually tried it, so I mean, there's no. I'm just living in reality. You just get shut down.
Yeah.
It stinks.
The funny thing is that we're watching The Bear right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
the final season of The Bear. My fiance, working in restaurants, majority of her life, she's like hate watching the show right now. She's like, that's unrealistic. Why would you put food at a food? Why would you put wood at a food station and a prep station right there? You have stainless steel. You'd have to be cleaning that. That makes no sense at
I
all.
love it. I love it.
Well, as a lover of film, you know not everything is going to
can't
be
be.
super accurate.
No,
right,
no,
exactly.
no.
You have to tell the story.
But when it's something
story
you've
first.
lived, you're like, come on.
Right. It takes you out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. So you were, I mean, from what I remember, your trucks were one of the first ones that were kind of doing those things. And then all of a sudden that whole industry just kind of
we definitely did not, start the food truck craze, but we were at the beginning.
Sure. Yeah.
And it was great. And it continues to be. We have 2 trucks right now. In fact, my brother and I just drove up from Virginia where we picked up the Haven Hot Chicken truck. So that'll be on the road in the next couple of weeks.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to get to Haven Hot Chicken. What's the next step after Casius?
Offshoots from Casius, people that worked at Casius. Tim Cabral was selling me wine through Eater Brothers. I think he's still in my phone as Tim Eater Brothers. And he would come in and sell wine to us, and I'd say, can you work tonight? And then like 3 months later, I'm like, can you manage tonight?
Oh, wow.
And then all of a sudden it's like, well, you're the GM. And
That's
then,
amazing.
hey, there's an opportunity to go into the old Richters. What do you think? And Tim was like, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
So we did that with Tim, my brother Tom, and Mike Farber from Micro.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I knew Mike was part of that as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
And so that became Ordinary.
That's Ordinary. Yeah.
Okay. And how was that business going?
Ordinary is great. Ordinary continues to do its thing. We've gotten some amazing accolades. What Tim does over there and the team. And I got to call out Ben, who is, I would say, our first ever hire and continues to be there and is now a part owner of Ordinary.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's my goal always is like I want to get to a point in a business where I'm completely out of it and the people that I've started with take it over and I am bought out.
That's a great model.
I want to start it. I want to see it thrive and then I want to step back.
I love that.
That's really, I'm into that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. I mean, you're also providing opportunity to other people to kind of live their dreams.
They're allowing me to live my dream though.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's a great way to look at it. Yeah. Well, it's a win-win for everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. I love having business partners. Casius was my only business where I was sole proprietor.
Yeah.
And I wanted to not be in that situation. So eventually Casius for me had run its course. I knew there was other things I wanted to do with the brand, but just the restaurant and the whole thing, and ended up partnering up with Craig Hutchinson, who now owns Olmo, along with our business partner Jim Baranowski, who's involved in Black Hog and Haven with me as well. He's like CFO extraordinaire in the background. But Craig was an amazing chef for Casius. He helped at Ordinary. Came to me. He's like, hey, you've partnered up with so many different people, do so many different businesses. I want to go do something. I was like, great. Do it here at Casius.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and let's start the transition. And we opened Olmo, which was supposed to be a high-end sort of bagel bakery and like Italian, bistro type place. Olmo stands for Element Italian.
Okay.
We're in the Elm City.
Yeah.
New Haven.
Yeah.
The restaurant part didn't hit. People wanted Casius. They didn't quite understand what Olmo was trying to do.
Right.
And then just when we got it to a point where people did, everything shut down for the pandemic, which, could have been a blessing in disguise for that business because we just went all in on bagels. And now that's all we do.
Really?
And it's chugging and it works.
That's awesome.
Do one thing really, really well.
Yeah. That's a great location for it too.
Great location.
I mean, there's a lot of traffic.
It's fantastic.
Easy grab and
Walkable.
go. Yeah. That's great. And when was Black Hog born? Like when was that?
Black Hog was, I think, 2013. We did Black Hog, or 14. Yeah, I think 14.
And what was the origin of that to go into the beer business?
Tom and I, a family friend's, my parents' friend's daughter, married Tyler Jones. He was the brewer up in New Hampshire.
Okay.
Worked at a bunch of different breweries. Went to school at UC Davis for their brewing school. Mm-hmm. Also an engineer. Like the guy's amazing. Yeah. And he would come down to New Haven to visit and eat at Casius. Mm-hmm. We would drink beer. We would talk about cheese. He would talk about beer. And I remember he called us and he was like, my wife, Rachel, wants to move back to Connecticut to be closer to her family because we're going to start having kids. I need a job in a brewery. Who do you know? And I was like, well, I know the people at New England, but like they don't like they have a head brewer. Like there weren't that many breweries. Yeah. So we were buying beer from Calvary Brewing.
Okay.
which is what was in the space where Black Hog is now,
Okay. Yeah.
for ordinary. And I would drive out to Oxford, pick up a keg of beer, and then we could call it whatever we want. It was an English style bitter,
Oh, wow.
which nobody drinks.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a really cool style. And we would just call it like Ordinary's English style.
Kind of
like
fits
ESB,
ordinary.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would go like every couple of weeks and grab a keg. And I went around the time Tyler had called, asked for a job. I went, and the guy that was running it, Mike, was like, listen, this is the last of the beer. I'm out of Connecticut. I'm moving to Florida.
Wow.
He was like, screw New England.
Right.
I was like, yeah, have fun in Florida.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, well, what are you going to do with the brewery? He's like, I don't know. It's for sale. I was like, well, don't tell anybody. And within 2 weeks, we raised money through friends and family. Tyler came down, and we started brewing like almost immediately.
Wow. That's amazing.
And I was doing a pig roast for my kid's birthday because I like to do pig roasts.
Yeah. It's fun.
Why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what do you do when you roast a pig?
Drink beer.
You sit around overnight and you drink beer.
Drink beer. Right. Yeah.
Which I have to admit I can't do anymore.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
die.
Right. Yeah.
But we sat around, we drank beer, we talked about all kinds of terrible names. And then I don't know who came up with it, but one of the three of us were like, well, I like this sitting around drinking beer. What kind of pig is that? And I was like, oh, it's a Berkshire pig. They call it the Black Hog. And like, Black Hog, let's do Black Hog brewing.
Wow.
So we did that,
great.
and we still continue every single year to do a pig roast for our anniversary.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's at the brewery, right?
At the brewery,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I definitely been to one of those actually.
Yeah, the brewery's doing great. Did a whole bunch of remodeling. Tasting room's under construction now, but within a couple weeks or when this airs,
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be ready.
Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, come check it out. We got some new stuff coming out too.
That's
It's a lot
awesome.
of fun. Yeah, we're diversifying.
Okay. Well, I'll look forward to that. I don't drink beer as much as I used to, but I do like
we're
to
on
have
a health.
some.
We're on a health
We are-
podcast right
yes,
now, so let's
but
be.
It's true, but I do think having the things you enjoy is a part of having a healthy and balanced lifestyle.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So
Everything in moderation, including moderation.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So when does Haven Hot Chicken come into play?
Haven Hot Chicken came into play around 2018, 19. I had been to Nashville for the Craft Brewers Association, big thing that they do every year.
Yeah.
They're just tens of thousands of fat bearded men all
Right.
come together at some random city, and it's wild.
Is
Like,
it?
It's
Yeah. I
crazy.
can only imagine.
And we were in Philly. We actually won that year. We won a World Beard Cup gold medal for
Oh, wow.
our granola brown,
That's awesome.
which is a big deal for
Yeah.
a tiny brewery. And I had gone to, I don't know, I said Philly, but I meant Nashville. I'd gone to, because there was one in Philly too. I'd gone to, I don't know, 6 or 7 different Nashville hot chicken spots because I was like obsessed with it.
Yeah.
And I had known about Nashville hot chicken. And when I was down there, a guy who's co-founder of Haven, but also worked for me at Casius for about a year, Ekin Tekin, that's his real name.
Okay.
Yale kid, came off the street, big into beer. I want to be a manager here at Casius. I want to do your beer program. And I was like, yeah, go for it. And he did. And he did a great job. Worked for me for about a year and then left and worked, got a job at AB InBev, small company.
Yeah.
you know,
Just a
Budweiser.
little bit. Yeah.
And he worked there for like 7 years, and we spoke on and off all the time.
Yeah.
And, even during certain periods of time where we'd have a hard time getting cans or can ends at Black Hog, Ekin would have connections, help us out.
Oh, nice.
So we always stayed in touch, and, we would go out for beers and stuff. And I remember he called me and he was like, hey, remember we were in Nashville and Nashville Chicken? And I was like, yeah. It's like, well, I've got a couple of guys. You probably know them. They're from the Beer Collective down in New Haven, Rob and Craig, and they've got a great recipe. We've come up with a great brand. We think we can do something really cool. And I was like, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's great. And he was like, well, we want you to join us. And I was like, no, I don't want to. Thank you. I have enough going on.
Yeah. Right.
He's like, all right, well, come and taste the food and meet the guys and let's just present. And then you can, So I went and tried everything, and Rob sat down and opened up his laptop, and he had VLOOKUP on Excel with all the ingredients, and everything was fleshed out, and I got excited.
Yeah.
And the food was really good.
Yeah.
And then within 6 months, I was like fully on the team,
Oh, wow.
getting after it. And we set out with big aspirations. We did pop-ups in New Haven, at Ordinary, at High George, at Shere Khan, at Joya. We did these pop-ups and hundreds of people would show up. We would sell out chicken almost instantly. Like, it was wild. So people wanted it. This was 2019, and then everything shut down for 2020. We did not have a space, and we kind of like, the whole business had to pivot. So we were going to be full set down, fast casual, servers, full bar, boozy milkshakes, chicken on the bone, tons of sides, like you name it. And we ended up, my roommate from college's brother owned the space, rented it out to Frescoes. Down on Whitney. Right next to where the old Anna Liffey's was.
Right.
And he called up and he was like, yeah, they moved out. If you want to go in there, I mean, this is like the midst of the pandemic, right? And I was like, well,
let me pay for a space.
I was like, well, and also we were looking around and other restaurants were closing. Like, we're going to open up a restaurant.
Right.
So the first thing we did was make it pandemic proof. So online, curbside, walk in, walk out, QSR, quick service restaurant, all the way. So pivot into that, reduce the menu down, tenders and sandwiches, only a couple sides. Really simple. Again, do one thing, do it the best of your ability, like make it really good. And that's what we did. It did really well. And that was Storrs 001.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah. And then over the last 4 years, we're at 9 stores. And we just started franchising. So our first franchise store will open up in Franklin, Massachusetts.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's so amazing.
And there's a lot more coming.
Yeah.
We've got a bunch more stores on the horizon. So we're pretty excited about that.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of want to see what that original vision would have been like. that restaurant.
The full sit-down restaurant.
Yeah.
It was. I don't know if you've ever heard of like Hattie B's out in Nashville. Look them up.
Okay.
More like
we haven't been to
where-
Nashville yet. That's on our list
gotta go to
again. I
Nashville.
know. That's what
and
everybody keeps
besides the
saying.
hot chicken, there's a lot of good food there.
Yeah.
And good music.
Yeah.
Good beer.
Listen,
all
it's
kinds of good
on the
stuff.
list.
Yeah.
Trust, especially with Avello flying there. It's just a simple.
Yep.
I could vouch
Jump over.
for the barbecue as well in Nashville.
yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
You can just find any barbecue restaurant that's been around for probably 40, 50 years. It's just amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's a quick. You leave right from Tweed.
Yeah, I know. Trust me.
there.
It's on the list. We want to do it. Actually, Dan O'Connor, who had connected us now, he's been down there with, they take a trip every year.
Played soccer with Dan for a long time.
Did you really?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
He was on the KCS over 30 team.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Actually, we've eaten at KCS together. Yeah. We've been there for lunch.
I still play Wednesday nights in the men's league.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so funny.
It's probably not good for me technically because
No,
I
it
get
is.
hurt every week. But
It's okay though. It's a good thing to do. Most of the guys that I know that play soccer are still playing into their 60s.
well, I plan on playing until I can no longer play.
Yeah.
I mean, we're here to talk about health. Like,
Absolutely.
I think you got to keep playing.
I agree. You got to
Hands
keep
down.
doing what you love.
Yeah.
Keep playing. Absolutely. Yep. I was a baseball player, and that's something that I did not continue to do. When I got into acting, it kind of took everything over, and I just had no time to do anything else. So.
There's softball leagues.
I know. I keep saying I was going to get back into
In
it,
fact,
but I coached my kids, so that took.
gets it. Yeah.
But now I'm not a coach anymore, so maybe someday.
Paradise has a Monday night wiffle ball league.
Do they really?
Yeah, you
Wiffle
might want to
ball's fun,
get back into it like baby steps.
Yeah, exactly. That would be great, actually. That's awesome. So Haven Hot Chicken is just on a roll. Now, that was the first Nashville's.
It's on a potato roll, but we like to say it's on fire. Yes.
That was good. I like that. That was the first type I've ever had. I have never had a dry hot chicken like that before. So that's the style in Nashville. That's where that.
Yeah. So I'll tell you the story.
Yeah.
Because I like to tell stories about
Perfect.
food, and that's one of the things I think is so cool about Nashville hot chicken is it does have a lore or a legend behind it. And the idea was, and it derived from this family called the Prince family. And if you go down to Nashville, you got to try Prince's. It's the actual original.
Okay.
You stand in line for a long time. You get up to the front. It's janky. It's ordering is
That's
wild.
great, though. Yeah.
I was in line. And there was a pimp right behind me, and I'm saying like he was 6'7", and he had a full tuxedo, purple with cheetah patterns and tails, cane and top hat, all purple. It was amazing. And he was like, "You've been here before?" I said, "No." He's like, "This will be one of the best meals you ever eat." And it was. Amazing. It was like earth shattering. But the whole story behind hot chicken comes from someone cheating on their spouse.
Okay.
So the legend is that this woman found out that her husband was cheating on her.
Mm-hmm.
And so she made his favorite dish, which was fried chicken. And she took some of the oil that she fried the chicken in, put it into a bowl, and then just put copious amounts of cayenne, black pepper, white pepper, made like a slurry.
Mm-hmm.
Took the chicken out of the fryer and then dipped it into this oil slurry. And now that in your mind, you're like, okay, if you take crispy hot chicken and you dip it into a liquid, it should get soggy.
Right.
But you're dipping it into oil. There's no water in that oil.
Okay.
So without water, you're not going to get soggy. What you're going to do is you're actually going to set that crust even more. So properly made Nashville hot chicken is fried twice. So very slow and low to cook the inside and make it really tender. Lock in the juices. Let cool, and then flash fried to get super crispy, and then dunked into hot oil.
Oh, wow. That's so
Then when
crazy.
it comes out, you put shake on it.
Okay.
So we make different degrees of heat of oil.
Right.
From country gets no dip to mild,
Yeah.
just gets dipped. Medium gets dipped in a medium oil and then get some shake on it. Then from medium, you go to hot. That gets dipped in a hot oil and then a different shake. And then from there, it's Haven. That gets dipped in Haven oil and then an even hotter shake.
Okay, so the heat is coming from the oil mixture
And the shake.
And the shake.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was
And
the
the
shake.
oil mixture is a marinade that we make in-house. And we basically steep dried and fresh chilies for hours.
Oh, wow.
Really make this like intense concentrate. And then we step it down from mild all the way up to Haven.
Wow.
And then we do have an off menu, which we don't talk about because it's off menu.
Okay.
But if you really want to punish yourself
Yeah.
and you're really into that, because some people are,
Yeah.
then you can go for it. And very, very spicy food. You know, if you want to talk about health benefits,
Yeah.
it's good for you.
It's good for you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also it affects the same parts of your brain as jumping out of airplanes, riding roller coasters,
Right. Right.
having sex,
Yeah.
smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
It's all the same part of your
It's
brain.
all that dopamine hit.
It's all a dopamine hit, and it will send signals to your brain that's basically saying like, heal the pain, heal the pain, heal
Yeah.
the pain, and you just get rushed with endorphins and dopamine, and you
Right.
feel really good after eating super, super spicy food. It's pain,
Yeah.
but pleasure mixed into it.
Yeah, so I've always loved spicy food, and I've always been the guy that says, if somebody comes out and says, "This pepper, you gotta try," I'll be the guy that does
yeah,
that,
let me do it.
and I really like it. But I have only gotten to medium with your chicken.
Medium's hot.
It is,
And spice is subjective though, because we have people come in and they're like, Haven's not hot enough. And
That's so
"You're
interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I'm only ever eating it on the go. So that's one of the problems. I do want to challenge myself to the hotter.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
mean, and also keep in mind, if you eat it in a sandwich where there's sauce and pickles and bread and slaw,
Yeah.
you can usually go hotter than if you just go straight up with a tendy.
Sure. I'm usually the tendy guy.
That is hotter.
Yeah. Right.
But our medium is hot.
Yeah.
And we say all the time, medium, hotter than you think.
Yeah. And your ranch is really good. So I'm a big fan of the ranch.
I think our ranch is great.
Yeah.
I love our ranch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you simplified that menu. So you got the tendies, you got the sandwiches. What else is on that menu?
Oh, we have chicken and waffles. We have sweet heat mac bowl. We get mac and cheese, a chopped up tendy, and then some of our
nice.
of maple aioli on top and some scallions. That's a really popular one. We have sliders if you don't want that big sandwich. What else? We have Caesar salad. I'm partial to.
Yeah.
Fuego fries, which is French fries with all the different fixins and chopped up chicken on top.
that's
It's a
awesome.
great snack.
Yeah.
Late night snack. And more stuff coming.
That's great.
Yeah.
So you are expanding the menu.
We're gonna diversify the menu a little bit. You will see items added, but you will also see items taken away. I
Okay.
want to keep it really
Awesome.
concise
Yeah.
because I want the quality to be super high.
Sure, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you also have something on the menu that I always love, which is the banana pudding.
Banana pudding.
And the banana pudding feeds into some of the work you're doing in giving back to the community, correct?
Yes. Yeah. We always knew that a big part of the business would be philanthropy. That's all the businesses I'm involved in. I use philanthropy as marketing.
Yeah.
I want to be very, transparent about that. I would rather spend money on my community to market to them through giving back than just print, press, out of home, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I believe in sustainability. So if you go to Haven Hot Chicken and you grab a straw or you grab a fork, a knife, or spoon, those are all made from compressed oyster shells. They feel like plastic. The straw feels like plastic.
Yeah.
It does not turn to mush in your drink. 90 days in a landfill and is completely gone.
Where do you get that from?
I get them from a company called Strawfish that I found online. Called them, said, "Hey, do you distribute to Cisco? Okay, will you? I want to use you exclusively."
Oh, wow.
And I got a great deal. And I got my forks, knives, spoons, and straws cost the same as plastic.
That's amazing.
So sustainability, that's the green sustainability.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But there's other green sustainability too. Like there's the dollar. Like you're in business,
Sure, yeah.
right?
Yeah, you have to.
And that's where giving to the community, I think, comes back dollar-wise.
Agreed.
Because you're getting out there and you're sustaining the community with donations and just helping people, connecting people, just giving back, and they are reciprocating. And so it's this beautiful cycle.
Right.
The same as the biodegradable and compostable packaging we use. It's a cycle. We use a lot of paper goods.
Yeah.
I want to make sure when they hit the landfill, they're gone in 90 days. So everything we have is biodegradable, compostable. We just have lids that I'm trying to get biodegradable, compostable. Right now, they're 100% recycled.
The lids on the pudding and the
Yeah, like the lids on the pudding. Yeah,
Gotcha. Because the sandwiches and the tendies are
they're in a box. Yep,
Yeah.
and those are biodegradable and
Right.
compostable as well. Yep.
And that's the other thing. I love the brand. I think the branding is done really, really well.
Thank you.
I think the packaging is done really, really well. I mean, when you guys pivoted into kind of that pickup spot instead of a sit down, it really seems like it was there from the beginning in your mind because it's all done really well. And it seems like it was all really thoughtful.
Rigor is one of our values. So we're pretty rigorous in tests and really try to dig into things because, our first store was 001.
Yeah.
So we have big aspirations.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's really cool. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your kind of entrepreneurial journey too, because you start out as kind of a chef, a cook, somebody that obviously has gone to school for marketing and has the storytelling of a filmmaker background. But when you get into a business, suddenly you're hit with all of these other things too. I mean, bookkeeping and managing staff and hiring and all of those things that I don't know about you, but I was never really trained on or good at. How much of that stuff is a challenge for you? How did you figure it seemed when you're telling your story about all these different business partners that are coming in and out and starting these new businesses? It's amazing. It seems like it's all kind of like written in the stars, like it just things are happening for you, right?
It's so easy.
Yeah, exactly. But how much of the other stuff are you doing? What's your day-to-day like? And how do you manage all of those sides of the business?
Mostly I just go around doing podcasts.
Yeah, is that it?
That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
want
wake
your
up,
life.
work out, go to a podcast.
Nice.
Every day is a different adventure for me.
Yeah.
I will take the night before. I'll go through my calendar. I use the notepad on iPhones.
Yeah.
If you have an iPhone and you don't use a notepad, you've lost your mind. They have this little bubbles that you can put, and then if you hit the bubble, it makes a check mark.
Yep.
And I find it very satisfying. So I will go throughout the night and list everything that I need to do, everything that I want to do in between, and I put it all on a timestamp. I don't follow it
Sure.
all the time, but that's my routine day to day. I'm much more successful because everything's always changing, and I'm in a lot of meetings, talking to a lot of people. And I still want to be able to like check my email and respond to people. So that's a ritual I do. Okay. Don't do that during the day. It's not going to happen.
Right.
You're going to do that at night once you get the kids down to bed. Like that's your 8:30 to midnight
Wow.
type routine. Sometimes it's 10.
Okay.
Depends, right?
Yeah.
Every day is different. Every day I'm talking to different people. I think it really comes down to have a great set of values, principles, whatever it is that guides you.
Yeah.
Try to stick to it. the best I possibly can. I find that I'm really successful on really packed days that I've really thought out and planned out really, really concisely. And also the key to a really successful day with me doing different things all the time, culture, business development, payroll, like it all comes rapid fire.
Right.
It's really, really helpful if I worked out that morning, like really worked out and I'm exhausted, then I have clear focus and I can get after it.
Yeah, that definitely helps.
And then the biggest thing too is like, I'm not an expert in any of these things. Like, you know, one of my qualities as a leader is I don't care about necessarily failing because I've learned so much from failure. So I'm fairly decisive. And that's my superpower that I like to bring to the table is I'm going to be super decisive and I'm going to push things forward. Don't like stagnation. I like momentum. I would rather see us move forward, even if it's in the wrong direction at times, because we will learn something, than to be stagnant. Stagnation is death.
Yeah.
And that goes for everything from business to not playing soccer anymore, right?
Right. Yeah.
Once you stop,
Yep.
it's really hard to start back up again on all these things. And that goes for everything in life. Like,
Yeah, that's so true.
right? Treat your kids like crap.
Yeah, right.
You're going to treat them like crap all the time, right? Like, so just keep the good things in momentum. And it's kept me busy.
That's great. That's such an important lesson too, I think, even for any business owner, because it's so easy to get overwhelmed by everything, especially when you're not an expert at everything. And sometimes you get stuck in kind of analysis paralysis and you're not able to move forward. And it really is that just act of making a decision and moving forward, regardless of whether you succeed or fail.
Yeah, and the people that I work with that are on my teams across all of these businesses are way smarter than me when it comes to very specific things, especially. And so my job is to listen and confirm. And, you know, leaders don't lead, leaders create leaders.
That's true. That's very true.
That is absolutely key. So it's like, you delivered all the information. Well, what do you think?
Right.
Yeah. Great. Then let's
go do it.
Go do it. Yeah. And so, you know, I need that too. So I have mentors and people I talk with all the time, bounce things off of. And
yeah. So you're not micromanaging anything.
I'm trying my best not to micromanage things. Yeah. I can get a little micromanagey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if we're doing like a job interview and it's like, well, what's something you need to work on? Sometimes get involved in things I shouldn't.
Okay.
Purposely, you know, like I'm in meetings I probably don't need to be.
Yeah.
I want to know. I care a lot.
Yeah.
And my expectations are way up there.
Right.
So,
right.
You know, I sometimes I like to hold a standard.
Yeah.
And that can be a little overwhelming, but
sure.
Too bad.
Yeah. So you have all these businesses that you're running. I mean, that's a lot. And then you have your family.
I'm involved in all these businesses that I run with others.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's a distinction.
I think that's really important.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that makes sense. What is your day like when it comes to kind of family? Because not only are you doing all of these businesses.
I mean, I do whatever I possibly can to avoid my family at all times.
Except when you're coaching?
Especially when I'm coaching. Well, when I'm coaching either one of my kids, they're the same as every other player, except that they're held to a higher standard, unfortunately for them.
I was the same way.
You know, too bad. But typically we have dinner together. That's a big deal.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was always a big deal in my house. And my mom and dad live across the street. So we do have dinner with them quite often or have them over, brunch.
You really stayed close to her.
They're right there.
She must love that.
They're right there. Yep. And my brother's like up the street and around the corner.
Nice.
He tried to move farther away. It was in Cheshire and that didn't work out.
Okay.
No, we are right on top of each other. It's great. The kids get to go over there and help out and they help us out and stuff. So,
yeah.
But with the family, we do all kinds of stuff. We love to travel. We love to go to soccer matches.
Yeah.
That's a big one for us. We went to England last year, went to a Man City game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. So cool.
Cool story. My wife bought Taylor Swift tickets and they were going to be at MetLife, I think. Yeah. I don't know where. And then she bought 4 tickets. It's like her sisters, and me. We were all going to go. And I was like, I don't want to go. I had actually seen Taylor because I took her sisters while she was pregnant with my daughter a while back in Foxborough.
Oh, wow.
It was really good. I have to say it was really good.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But I was like, you should see how much money you can get for these tickets. And she ended up paying $500 each. So $2,000. There's a lot of money.
It is.
She sold them for $24,000.
That's unbelievable.
And so we went to London and then Manchester and went to a Man City game. And
wow.
Thanks to Taylor. Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, Taylor. That's
So
incredible.
we love to travel together. Next week, we're going to do the continuation of a canoe trek that I've been doing with my 2 sons. This will be our 4th year. It's called the Northern Forest Canoe Trail. It's 880 miles.
Oh, wow.
Starts at Old Fords, New York, goes up through the Adirondacks. It's just a series of rivers and lakes, and you got to take the canoe out and portage and carry it across different places. But this next leg will be crossing Lake Champlain and going up just into the tip of Canada and then back down into Vermont.
That's awesome.
And continuing on. It ending up in Maine. But we'll probably have about 6 more years left to do it. We do about a week at a time.
That's fantastic.
No phones because you're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, right.
A canoe, my boys, and all of our provisions. It's
That's
great.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What a great experience that is for all of you.
Yeah, it's torture.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Which I think is really, really important.
Yeah.
I think you have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions and really challenge yourself, or just kind of become a blob.
Yeah, you learn what you're capable of too, which is great.
A lot like trying the hottest chicken at Haven Hot Chicken.
You got to push
Very
yourself.
similar.
You gotta push yourself.
I want to work my way to the off-menu items.
Maybe you do, or maybe you don't.
No, I do. Trust
there's
me.
something, some goals better left undone.
Not that one. That's okay. So you've got a lot going on. That's really incredible. And you're still doing pop-ups with Haven Hot Chicken too, right? Didn't I see you at Frankie's Bar and Grill?
Yep. Well, CFC, because I'm there all the time.
Are you? Yeah, with Sox. So that totally
Yep.
makes sense. So Frank is a very good friend of mine.
Oh, you know Frank?
And yeah, he's one of the first guests on our podcast because
Nice.
I used to go and talk to a class he used to teach at Southern about death, dying, and bereavement. And Frank and I have been friends since I was in high school. He's married to one of my good friend's sisters, so he's like family to me.
Well, I love Frank
Yeah.
and his wife.
Yeah.
She's amazing. And his younger son is on the soccer team with my oldest son.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's great.
Yep. So he's great. He sees me running around like an old man on Wednesday nights and then, nursing it off with a beer afterwards.
Nice.
He's awesome. What he does at Southern is awesome.
Yeah,
I just,
for sure.
I love that guy.
Yeah, one of my favorite people.
Yep. Go to Frankie's Bar.
Absolutely.
CFC.
Yeah, let's play some soccer.
Play some soccer.
Or cornhole they have
or
too.
just get some drinks.
Just have a drink.
Yeah,
right.
It's a great bar. Just go down to.
He has some good food there too. So
come on,
that was
yeah.
cool. I wanted to get down there the night you guys were there, but it
was a lot of fun.
Chance. Was it? That's great. So I mean, that's good to keep getting the brand out there and continue to expand the market. That's a great idea.
We have a truck now, I was mentioning before, so we'll be out there. We'll go back to CFC and Frankie's with the truck once it's out on the road.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, this has been such a great conversation. I could probably keep you here for a couple of hours talking about business and food for sure. I'm starving now.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm gotta go have lunch.
Well, Haven's right down the street.
Right down the road.
So I hope everybody out there has enjoyed this conversation as much as I have. Just before I get to the final question, tell me so Casius is in Wallingford now, you said.
Yeah.
I think we did that before we got on the live stream.
So Casius now has a little shop, 619 Center Street. It's called Casius Provisions. We've got probably 60 to 80 different cheeses, depending on the time you go. Olive oils, vinegars, chocolates, tinned fish, which Jason likes tinned fish. Right?
So tinned fish, like sardines, or
like
is there more?
sardines and octopus.
Really?
And,
I ventured into tin fish over the pandemic. I started.
It's a good time.
It's an interesting journey.
Yeah.
It really is.
I do like sardines. I've never tried anything else.
Oh, mackerel.
Really?
Some of the stuff is not fishy at all. A good crusty piece of bread,
Yeah.
a chunk of cheese, and a tin of fish, and either a glass of wine or beer, like that's a full dinner right there.
Yeah, it's boy dinner. That's what it is.
That's boy. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and I find myself making a charcuterie board of whether it's cured meat, cheese, and now tinned fish on top of it too.
And so that's what we do at Case Provisions. We make beautiful cheese platters, charcuterie platters.
Yeah,
we'll come to your house and do it, but it also houses in the back are the 2 crispy melty cheese trucks.
Okay.
So we shred all our cheese there. We do all our tomato soup prep there. You can go and get a grilled cheese sandwich. There's a big grilled cheese bar. We do specials.
That's crazy.
You got to go get the French onion soup grilled cheese. It's out of control.
Okay.
You take
I have to stop right now because I'm going to want the French onion soup right now.
It's so good. That's my current favorite, but we do all kinds of different ones.
Yeah.
When tomatoes come, like really nice ones, we get beautiful heirlooms.
Nice.
Got to go for those too.
Absolutely.
It's that time of the summer too. The tomatoes are starting to ripen.
Starting to get there.
Okay, so Wallingford, Connecticut, we're heading that way. My wife is famous for her charcuterie board, so she
should come check out.
I know.
we got some good stuff for her.
Sure. Awesome. All right, so then the last question I have for you is we usually ask our guests to leave our audience with a health hack. So this is something that you practice in your own life. I know you've mentioned a few things already in the conversation, but pick something that you think they might benefit in hearing that helps you to maintain or increase your health, either physically, emotionally, or financially.
Wow. Physically, emotionally, or financially. Well, I do a monk fast every week.
A monk fast?
Yeah, so it's 36 hours. It's usually Sunday night at 7 p.m., and then I break it Tuesday morning at 7 a.m. So basically all day Monday, I'm just drinking water and coffee. I don't do it for weight loss. I do it for mind health. Mm-hmm. There's Alzheimer's in my family.
Yeah.
And I've read a ton about fasting and just, helping with keeping your mind sharp.
Yeah.
And I will say usually it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock, almost like clockwork on Monday that's when I'm hungriest.
Yeah.
That's when my mind is the sharpest.
Really?
Like I intentionally will leave some projects to distract me and I can just cut through them like butter.
That's really cool.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Highly recommend it if your doctor says that you're healthy enough to do so.
Yeah.
There's something about the challenge of fasting. I really like challenges. Mm-hmm. There's a Japanese word called misogi, misogi. And the whole idea of a misogi is to challenge yourself. It's just for you. So it's not like a marathon because that has an end.
Yeah.
A classic misogi would be to find a large stone that's in the bottom of a river. And you look at it and say, I'm going to move that stone upstream, underwater, as far as I can to failure.
Wow.
Like that's a misogi. You challenge yourself to something that has no win.
Okay.
And it's just for you. It doesn't go on Instagram or anything like that. And I like doing little tiny misogis whenever I possibly can, just to challenge myself, just for me. Go on a big ruck. I like to ruck a lot.
Okay.
I have a dog. I have a rucksack. It's a weighted backpack.
You bring the dog with you?
I don't carry her. She's a Great Dane.
Yeah.
I carry the weighted backpack.
Sure.
But I don't set out like we're going to do 5 miles. Like we walk until we're exhausted.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Usually she gets exhausted first, which is very helpful to me. I think
we need to.
Yeah. So I think my health hack would be like, you should challenge yourself. Mm-hmm. I think we've never experienced this much comfort. Mm-hmm. Everything's on demand. I'm part of it.
Right.
You can go on Uber Eats or DoorDash and get Haven Hot Chicken. You don't even really have to go anywhere.
I know.
It's pretty, everything's easy.
Yeah, it is.
You want to watch a movie? You don't have to get off the couch. Like, you don't even have to go to the movies. The box office
hits
go to the movies.
Are there. I love going to the movies. Yeah, it's like my favorite place.
I saw F1 IMAX.
Did you really?
Loved it.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, you're deaf when you walk out of the movie. It's so loud.
That's so crazy.
It is a summer blockbuster. No, I think we have to take the comfort with discomfort.
Yeah.
And I think that gives us great character. When we get back from a winter camping trip where we slept outside and it was 20 degrees, my son Rye will take a hot shower. He'll come out of the shower and be like, that was the best shower ever.
You're right.
And I'm like, that's the same shitty shower
yeah, right.
that you took before you went camping.
You just haven't had it in a little while.
Like, think about that.
Yeah.
That's the juxtaposition. That's what makes things great when
Yeah.
you actually come through a challenge. And that's the stuff that I believe we remember more those hard times, not the easy times. That's what makes the great memories.
There's a whole lot of great advice in everything that you just said. So I think that's a great way.
It must have come from somebody else.
That's awesome. So thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to be here with us today.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for creating these amazing businesses that are feeding people really quality food and experiences, and for all that you guys do to give back to the community as well. So just appreciate you, and hopefully we can get you back on the show at some point. Anything you need to promote before you go?
Frankie's Bar
Bar and
Grill at CFC.
CFC Arena in Hampton, Connecticut.
9 different locations of Haven Hot Chicken. We have an app. Don't go on Uber.
Okay.
We can deliver to you for
great.
$5.
I didn't realize that.
And it's
awesome.
20% cheaper than going on Uber or DoorDash.
Okay.
There, I want to promote that.
Okay, perfect. The Haven Hot Chicken app.
Haven Hot Chicken app. Yeah,
right.
look it up.
Great.
It's awesome.
And get as hot as you want.
Yeah, but not too hot.
Not too hot. You still want to enjoy the food.
Yeah, make sure you enjoy it.
All right, Jason. Well, thank you so much again for being here today. And thank all of you out there for listening. That is a wrap on another episode of Sounds of Health, What's for Dinner? Brought to you by Nutmeg Insurance Advisors and recorded at the offices of Nutmeg Advisory Group. I'm your host, Dave MacNiven, and Sounds of Health is produced by Jason Carubia with music by Rob Hames. Every week, we bring you stories that inspire, empower, and help you upgrade your health. If you enjoy the show, please be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave us a review. We love hearing from you and from all of our listeners, and we hope that you will continue on as an important part of our wellness community. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.